Grand evening, grand evening. It's about 1 a.m. 1 a.m. Tuesday morning. I'm up late, early, I should say early in the morning I'm up. And I decided to come in here to my indoor aquaponics system, my small one, in my garage in a large grow tent. And the reason why I'm doing it now is because I have all my timers, turn the lights off and on. The lights are off now because it's night, but I always have a light inside my custom made fish tanks. I always put a light in there that's signed 24 hours so I can see the fish at night. So I figured this was a good time to do a video and talk about aquaponics and aquaculture. And one of the good things about aquaponics is you're growing food, lots of food, vegetables, fruit, and fish, protein fish, like these bluegill, in one system. And I'm gonna give these fish some food. As you can see, I raise these bluegill from very small fry. These guys are about 2 years old, and I have a very large one in there that's about 14 inches. Yes. Adult bluegill become adult when they're about 7 inches, but I want to grow my bluegill fish out to be 15 to 16 inches. They'll get that big. So I want very large bluegill, and that's what I'm raising. And what I want to talk about is, this is another reason why I do aquaponics. I'm saving tons of water because the water is constantly recycled. The fish waste is converted to nitrate by the beneficial bacteria, and the plants eat the fish waste, and the water goes back into the tank, fish tank, clean. And I love eating fish. I love eating healthy fish. I love it. So that's my thing. It's eating and growing my own vegetables and fruit and fish to consume. It's like a person who raises their own chickens. It's like a person who raises their own sheep or goats for meat, raises their own cows for meat. I raise my own fish, bluegill fish, for protein, for me to consume. And I'm using the fish waste, organic fertilizer, which is the best fertilizer, to feed my vegetables and fruit. So it's a beautiful thing. And I want to talk about, there's that big bluegill. Big guy. I got some big guys in here. But I want to talk about spawning and breeding your own bluegill fish. And that's my goal. I want to be able to spawn these guys, create bluegill fry in my systems, and grow my own fish. Just like when you breed chickens, just like when you breed goats, sheep, or cows, you become 100% self-sustainable because now you're growing your own protein meat. You're growing your own protein meat, and that's my goal. So I'm killing 2 stones at one time because the fish provide me all the organic fertilizer I need to grow my vegetables and fruit, and I also get protein. All in one closed loop system, all at home in my micro food forest. It's all about becoming self-sustainable. This is all about becoming self-sustainable, people. I'm saving lots and lots of water because this water is being reused. I don't have to worry about drought conditions during aquaponics. I don't have to worry about that because the water is recycled to the grow beds in the fish tanks in the sump constantly, saving 95 to 98% water is saved. 95 to 98% water is saved due to evaporation. I'm saving tons of water. I'm recycling water. So if you are in the desert, an aquaponic system is the right thing for you to perform with. If you are growing in the desert in a very, very hot environment with very little water, you should be growing your vegetables, fruit, and all that aquaponically, and then you will also have fish to eat. So I'm gonna see if they're hungry. I'll probably get splashed. Let's see if they'll eat tonight. They might not, we'll see. They're eating at 1 a.m. So what I'm going to be doing in the near future is setting up more of these 60-gallon tanks and make spawning tanks. I'm going to be separating some of my larger bluegill and put them in these 60-gallon tanks, and I'll get better spawning if I have less fish in these 60-gallon tanks. That's what I'm going to be doing. And I have plenty of these food grade tanks because I want to be able to have a steady supply of bluegill fish, and I can do that easily if I spawn them. Bluegill fish spawn between the months of May to August. They spawn, and these guys, a female can lay thousands of eggs. Of course, I won't need that many bluegill fish. I'll probably end up spawning more fry than I will ever need, but I will have plenty of bluegill fish for my aquaponic system, plenty of bluegill fish for me to harvest and consume, and that's my goal. And what I'm doing right now daily is I'm giving my bluegill fish plenty of food to eat. I also am starting to feed these guys more earthworms. I'm feeding them more of my earthworms in my earthworm farms because earthworms are better to feed than this fish food, this man-made fish food. Earthworms are better to feed, and the bluegill fish go crazy eating earthworms, what I found. And the earthworms are free for me to grow. Because I also feed the earthworms my vegetable waste. They eat vegetable waste and shredded cardboard. And a little bit of coffee in there too. So I'm recycling. I'm recycling. These guys seem like they're all the way full now. I'm not going to put any more food in here. I want all the bluegill to get plenty of food because I want them all to get nice and large. So that was my little quick tutorial on aquaponics, on starting to breed my bluegill fish, starting to make more systems, spawning systems. I have to get outside and get my large 300-gallon sump up for my second large aquaponics system outdoors in my microfruit forest. Then I'll have one more large system to sit up, and I will have lots and lots of space to grow aquaponically outdoors. Lots of space. I'll grow more food than I will actually consume. And that's the beautiful thing. For a reason. I'll put a little bit more food in there. See if they'll eat a little bit more. They're all full. They're all full now. They're full. They're filled up with food. They're not going to get any more. I don't waste food. So it's 1 a.m. in the morning. I'm inside my garage in my indoor aquaponic system. I have one board tent to put one of these systems in the garage, and then I'm going to start making more of these 60-gallon tanks to start spawning more spawning, because the fish need more room to spawn. So I'm going to be doing that too. So like I said, this is a journey, and I'm enjoying this journey. I'm enjoying growing my own food this way, thinking outside the box. Look at those bluegill in there, getting nice and big. I have a lot of tanks to fill up for aquaponics, especially the 100-gallon tanks I have outdoors. So I have 2 more 100-gallon tanks to fill up with bluegill fish. So you can imagine how many bluegill fish I'll have and how much food I can grow. So all in a suburban home. All in a suburban home. I'm showing you guys you don't need to have 1,000 acres and all that to grow food. I'm showing you guys that you can grow food anywhere aquaponically. Yes, it's nice to have a lot of land. There's nothing wrong with having a lot of land. Nothing wrong with it at all. It's actually a good idea to have a lot of land. But you don't need a lot of land. You don't need that. You know, I'm doing this because there are people out here who don't want a lot of land. There's people out here actually who want to stay inside the city. There's people out here who are becoming minimalists like me, who don't want a whole lot of stuff, a large farm to grow food. So I'm showing you can grow food anywhere, in a small space too. You can do that. I'm showing you guys that. Think outside the box, stop being sheep. You can grow food anywhere. You can do aquaponics system on a balcony in your condo or your townhome or your apartment, you can grow food. So don't think because you're living in a city, in an urban environment, that you can't grow food. Yes, you can grow food. You can grow food aquaponically. I'm showing you guys that. You can grow food anywhere. So with that, it's early in the morning. I just wanted to show you guys what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, how I'm growing food my way. You guys have a nice early Tuesday, because it is Tuesday. And remember to ground, detox, get away from Babylon, the Matrix, drink some tea, find your chi, manifest, and remember, ain't nobody coming to save us. We gotta save ourselves. Regenerative Life Wayne coming to y'all from Miss Michael Food Force.